Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and we're back with another On3 Signee Spotlight here with Aymeric Koumba, big edge out of Europe, France, finalist for the World Cup, but we're talking actual American football here. Aymeric Koumba coming from overseas, just a monster pass rusher, signed with Michigan today. Tell me a little bit about inking with the Wolverines, why you decided to sign with Michigan.
So during the last summer, I had like 11 offers, and I kind of look at all my options. Like I like quickly realized that Michigan was the best option for me, obviously because they got like big pass rushers like David Ojabo, which is an international like me, Hutchinson, and like they always been developing like the big and strong edge. So for sure, it was the school for me.
Definitely. A big reason why Michigan showed interest in Kumba was this man right here, Brandon Collier, runs
Mhm.
PPI overseas, is known as the international recruiting guru. For those of you that are
Mhm.
unfamiliar with PPI, it is globally renowned. Brandon, why don't you tell us a little bit about PPI itself and also how you got connected with Michigan?
Yeah, PPI started in 2017 after I came to Europe. Was playing over here and ended my career in 2016 and wanted to continue to stay in the game. So I've seen a lot of talented kids in Europe. So I kind of started PPI, which stands for Premier Prospects International, and we had a lot of success quickly. We have over, I think, close to 100 kids that got Division I scholarship. We probably got about 60 something that's in Division I schools currently, and really how we started with Michigan was I had a connection with Don Brown as I played with him at UMass, and they took Julius Wolshoff as in my like he's really the first big name from PPI. End up signing with Michigan, and we'll be playing for a potential national championship with the Wolverines right now. So that's kind of how the connection started. Then I knew Coach Elston when he was at Notre Dame, where he took one of my kids. So when he went to Michigan, that's when I guess the pipeline kind of grew even more to Michigan. So I think it's a great program, great academics, and great development that fit these international kids.
Kuma, tell me a little bit about how PPI has helped you develop as a prospect and help with your recruiting as well.
So I started football like 5 years ago, and like a coach of mine told Brendan to come to Bordeaux for camps. Brendan came, and we just met up and we started working together like for 5 years now, 4 years, 2019, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
just done camps, a lot of workouts. I've been in this house during a month, and we were like training all day, and usually like and like it was like it came natural, like we just was feeling each other, and like we worked together, and now this the results.
Definitely. And Brandon mentioned Mike Elston. He was your lead recruiter. I know you worked out with him at Michigan's camp, developed a relationship with him. Tell me a
Yep.
little bit about your conversations with Mike Elston and what you like about him.
Great. Like he's a great coach. He got like the great mentality, and same as with Brandon, it's natural. Like I know he's gonna develop me. Like he told me, he's gonna develop me hard, and I'm just ready to put the work. And yeah, that's all. That's natural. And I was just like feeling him more than the other coaches. Like he told me, yeah, I'm gonna turn you into a monster, and that's what I want to hear.
Definitely. Brandon, how much do you think that Kumba can develop under Mike Elston? You know, he's regarded as one of the best teachers of the defensive line at the collegiate level. Like you said, you're familiar with him. So how much can Kumba reach his potential under Elston?
Man, I'm gonna honestly get started with Coach Herb in the strength and conditioning department. Man,
Yes, sir.
that's who I'm most excited about at the beginning because I mean what he did with that program, how he's developing these guys is second to none, and then just to join that with Coach Elston of coaching at D line and just I mean I think Coach Elston is one of the best technical guys. I mean Kumba got natural freakish ability, so he don't really need to be, I mean, taught certain things in terms of explosiveness and stuff like that, which you will get more explosive. But just the overall technique that Coach Elston brings to the table. I just think, man, honestly, I mean, not to speak too early, I just think, man, he got the NFL written all over him with the development with Coach Elston and Coach Herb.
Yeah, Koumba, I see you nodding your head down there, man. Tell me why you're excited to work with Coach Elston and Coach Herb.
I'm really excited with him because, like I said, like he developed David Ojabo, Hutchinson, and big players at Notre Dame. Also, I don't know the name of the number 7 from Notre Dame. He's gonna be like top 5.
Foskey, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like he developed like guys like that. So I just want to be the next, and I'm ready to put the effort. And I just look at the result, and like the result out there. So it's gonna be great for sure.
Yeah, I think Coach Elston, man, he's not afraid to recruit internationally or play these guys early. So, I mean, we had a kid at Notre Dame that he played as a true freshman some. So, I mean, I think that Coach Elston is a great fit for Koumba.
For sure. I know both of you guys were in Ann Arbor for Koumba's official visit. Koumba, tell me a little bit about that experience, man, having your family come all the way out from Europe, you coming all the way out from Europe, being there with Brandon and taking in a Michigan game in the big house and getting that full official visit experience.
Yeah, it was great. It was great also for my family. That was like the first time for them going to the U.S., like the first time for me to see a football match in the U.S. and in the big house. That's crazy. Like the biggest stadium in France is like 80,000 people. And like the big house is like 110,000. So that was like really great, a great experience for me, for my family. They discovered like America for the first time, and we just had like a great time. And yeah, that was nice missing all the coaches and kind of cool. Like I'm really happy with it.
Brandon, kind of bouncing off of that, I mean, what was it like just being on that official visit experience as well, getting to see Koumba and his family kind of take in that Michigan experience?
Yeah, I mean, the visit, especially for an international parent, is way more important than your average American parent. So I think that him getting his mom and dad and little brother up there to kind of see where he'll be spending his next 3 to 5 years was very important. And I think they showed him a lot of love. And I think just right after the visit, sitting with Coach Harbaugh with his parents, I think his mom definitely gave a nod that he made the right decision to go to Michigan.
Now, Brandon, sticking with you, you've been pumping up Koumba all day, all week long on social media, getting Michigan fans excited, and rightfully so. You see the talent with Koumba even on tape, and you see the physical attributes as well. But giving you the platform here, man, tell me why Michigan fans should really get excited about Koumba.
I mean, any kid that's if he played in Detroit or Georgia or something, he'd probably be a borderline 5-star recruit. I mean, anybody that got that type of measurements and ability, I mean, they rate it really high. You know what I mean? Just to have a 7'1" wingspan and I mean, very physical with big hands and just got natural movements. I think that all fans should be very excited. Again, if he played his ball in the United States for high school, I think he'll be one of the top rated players on all these national recruiting rankings. So I mean, just that in itself. I mean, like I said, I've seen the kid a lot. I helped develop him, so I know what he can do. But one thing I know is nobody in this class got a higher ceiling than him. So if he pans out to what he can be, I mean, I think he's a potential NFL draft pick, but of course he has to put the work in. He has to go there and do it. I mean, I can talk all I want, but he has to go show that the words are true, which I believe he will. But I just think that his measurements and his potential alone, man, is going to have Coach Elston and Coach Herb, I mean, pretty much drooling what the ceiling is for him.
Yeah, definitely. Koumba, tell me a little bit about how you got into American football. Like, when did you first start playing, and how did you just get into it? Like, why did you decide to give it a try, especially since it's not as popular out in France?
So I was playing rugby before till I was 14 years old, and I wasn't liking it. And just a friend of me told me yeah, go try football. So I came to one practice and just fell in love directly. I knew that was the sport for me, and I just get at every practice and putting the work in since a young age. And yeah, I was coming out of rugby, and rugby wasn't my sports definitely. And football, like the strategic aspect, the technique aspect, that was just better for me.
How much do you feel like you've developed over the last few years, just kind of learning from Brandon, playing with your club team? How much have you kind of picked up from the game?
Yeah, I really developed a lot. So, like the level in France is not that high, but I came to Germany, which is about our level. I came to where to work with Brandon a lot. So I'm like, I know like I have a huge potential, but I'm kind of still uh, not developed as much on a technical aspect. Yeah, I don't know.
Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, tell me a little bit more about what you've seen from Koumba, just from a development standpoint, the last couple of years, and where he can still continue to develop once he arrives at Michigan.
Yeah, like he said, I met him when he was 15, 16 years old. He probably was 6'4", 190 pounds, but he had these real long arms and big hands. And I just knew that the potential was for sure there. But as you've seen, as months and years have passed, how much comfortable he had. I mean, I think that he's starting to learn how his body works. I mean, he's very good at the long arm pass rush because he understands his frame and things like that. And I just think what I've seen from camps and stuff, him in the U.S., him in Germany, he's gotten better and better. So some guys kind of stay the same, but I just see he has progressed, and he's almost 250 pounds right now, and with very little body fat. So I just think, man, I mean, of course, man, he's not there. He got a long way to go to be the Jabos and the Hutchinsons of the world. But if you told me in 3-4 years he's on that level in some playing field, I wouldn't be surprised. But because he has things that you can't coach and teach. I mean, he's got natural frame and athletic ability that some of them guys even wish they had. So like I said, sky's the limit for him, and I don't want to overhype it as he gonna come in there and be the savior of everything. But I could just tell you that I would be excited about. I mean, Michigan not gonna come to France and recruit a kid that never played in America for nothing if he wasn't special.
Definitely. And I know you're arriving at Michigan here pretty soon, Koumba. How excited are you to just get to America, get to work, both on the field, off the field? What are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I can't wait to be on the US for sure. Like I'm in the early enroll, so I'm gonna be there like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I just can't wait to be here. Like I want to put the work in, and like I know the environment there is way better than in France and in Europe in general. So I just can't wait. Like yeah, every aspect it can be like the academic aspect, football aspect. I just can't wait for it. Like I know that's for me, and so.
Awesome. Last thing for you, Koumba, is just tell the Michigan fans what they should know about you. Kind of who are you as a person? You're way out there overseas, so I know a lot of Michigan fans haven't had a chance to really get to know you or see your face. What should they really know about you as a person?
Yeah, they should know like I'm an all working person, and like I always want more. I always want to be the greatest, and yeah, I'm a cool guy in general, but like I really love the sport and putting the work in because this is my dream, and I want to get my dream to a reality. So I'm gonna do all the efforts in the world to get them. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, instead of celebrating with his family, he's at the track finishing a workout. I should tell
Yes, sir.
fans what type of work ethic he got. I mean, he celebrated by working out, man. So
Exactly.
that's what I love about him. But for myself, I'll be at the Michigan TCU game on the 31st. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate your time. Koumba, make sure to try a huge hamburger when you get here. But no, thanks again, guys. Koumba, congratulations on signing with the University of Michigan. Brandon, continue to do a terrific job with the guys overseas.
Thank you, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Congratulations, Koumba.